Hello, I'm Prem Sagar, member of the Defenders team in cybersecurity. So now I'm going to explain a simple part of our project, that is authentication in fitness tracking devices. So before going into fitness tracking devices, let's discuss about what is fitness tracking device and where did they come from. So basically they came from a term called wearable technology. So what's wearable technology? Wearable technology in the sense it also includes fashion technology, smart weight, tech locks, skin electronics or fashion electronics, or smart electronic devices, which are worn closely to the surface of the skin where they detect, analyze, and transmit information concerning, like vital signs, heartbeat, pulses, etc. So, what does wearable tracker do? Wearable tracker continuously senses the movement of a body with some accelerometer sensors. So, what does that do? So now, as you know, what is wearable technology and what is a wearable tracker? So I think you could have understood that this fitness tracker came from the wearable technology term. So these are the different type of wearable technologies or fitness tracking devices which are used in day-to-day life. Day-to-day life. So you can see whether it is a GoPro or whether it is a smartwatch or smart ring or some heartbeat measuring devices and some moment measuring device and some diabetic machines or a blood pressure checking oximeters. These are all come under wearable technologies, but not all are used for fitness tracking device as a fitness tracking devices. But what does fitness tracking devices do? So in brief, uh, when you have a fitness tracking device like a smartwatch, you can set a goal to run up to a certain distance or to work out or to walk up to a certain distance. And while on the way on your workout, you can measure your heartbeat and your pulses and what all the activities taking in your body to measure your fitness so far when you are in a workout period. It can be connected to your PC or to your computer or to your phone. So what is it in general? What does the process goes in wearable technology? In wearable technology, the tracker continuously senses the movement of the body on a three-axis accelerometer, which is also kind of sensor. So in this, the data is recorded all the time. It is worn to your hand and powered up, which enables the tracker to track the individual that is walking or forward running or fast running or even standing still. It can track your movement. So all this data is stored in the tracker for further processing. This processing may occur when the data is transferred to the software associated with the fitness tracker on the smartphone or laptop, which is synced. So, as I said, the phone and the laptop or the PC are synced, and whatever the movement tracked by a fitness tracker, whether it is smartwatch or a kind of wearable technology. So these all tracked and kept stored into your devices. So these are the different functions which not only tracking the fitness, these are the different type of function which the smart device can do, like a smartwatch, for example, it's a smartwatch. So other than tracking your movement of your run and all, it can also be accessed through your Wi-Fi. You can also show your heartbeat. You can also check your messages. You can also check your inbox or mails. You can listen to some music and etc. So these are the other different functions which are basically used in fitness tracker. It can track your movements. It can show how much fat you have burned. It can show statistics based on your worked out since few months. It can show you all the to-do list activities. It can show your weight gain or weight loss. It can show your UV index. It can show your weather. So all these things are done in a single alone device, such as wearable technology or fitness tracker. So this thing can this the wearable technology fitness tracker can be acted act as a intermediate between a PC or a phone. So this both can be interlinked. In the same way, even in health industry, these fitness trackers play a major role, major role. So in health technology such as pacemakers and wearable health monitors linked to the internet could be vulnerable to cyber attacks, which could have severe consequences to the patient's safety. So we cannot just blindly believe and we cannot blindly depend on this fitness tracker completely because they can be hacked. Hacked in the sense, all the electronic gadgets run with the help of internet or sometimes without the internet. If they have the capability to connect to a network, they can be easily hacked or manipulated, or which can be reversible according to the wish of the hacker. So we have to be very careful with this tracking devices though. In next part, our teammate will explain what are the factors that are affecting the fitness tracker and how the hackers may hack this tracking device, and what are the risks and what are the measures to take to necessary measure to take to protect our data.
Hello, today I'm going to talk about authentication in fitness tracker. My name is Shri and my team name is Defenders, and now it's all about the fitness tracker. First thing, the risks. Actually, there are three types. One is cyber risks, second one is body injury risks, and third one is technology error risks. For cyber risk, the data is transmitted to the wearables, in which it is not properly secured or anything. It loses its confidential data. Sometimes companies can face the class action like the lawsuits and all. They have very costly fines which them to damage their reputation. And second thing, it is all about the bodily injury risk. In this, we can talk about the personal malfunctioning devices that can cause illness or whatever. And then the devices may face proper lawsuit. For the third one, this is technology error risks. Companies can be liable for an economic loss from the failure of the device, which is not intentionally or which is intentionally made it. And then after risks, I'm going to talk about the protecting against cyber risks. For the everything, the wearable devices should be with the security. They are the main goal of this design made to cause mainly security, where the data is very secured, but the manufacturer spent their full efforts or the safety for the safety secure and then the accuracy in the tracking. Even though the attackers are ready are waiting to attack all the time, here they spend their whole time in making these devices with the security, and mostly their measures are like with the custom security level for the users, end-to-end encryption, secure data with multiple OSs in the cloud. This is all about the protection against cyber risks. And then in the conclusion, I'm going to talk about the wearable devices that have been or lack of validation, in which there is a data loss, and then because of the lack of protection with accuracy, there is a huge amount of information hidden or stored in the fitness trackers. So, and the reason is devices lacking keyboards or touch sensitive screens. And then it is a challenge of implementation of the password or pin based things. On one more note, it is very small device and limited, which is difficult to apply with huge high security. So these are designed only to maintain the tracking or to store the data of all of our other informations. So it is very hard for the uh, implementers or the manufacturers, as seen here. And though they spend millions of dollars, someone will be always trying to take take their data from that or attack this one. So it must be always secured, even from our side or from their side. And then, thank you.
This is Amal, and I will continue this presentation talking about the privacy issue in wearable devices and also the phishing attack we will be implementing our project. So it is safe to say these devices collect data to provide in-depth tracking for many different exercise parameters for like coaching, analysis, record keeping, and other purpose. But with all that data, how can you be sure your privacy won't go flying out the window? The privacy issue in a wearable device is one of the major challenges. Not only because wearable can sense, capture, and store sensitive information about the user, but it's also able to do it continuously and secretly. while your heart rate with no identifying information properly wouldn't mean a lot to someone who managed to see it. A device wearable that keeps track of running route could provide information of great interest to attacker and so on, and also, for example, to steal the bank details like pins and password which we stored in this device for easy access for payment, or like embed sensors such as camera and microphone capture data about the individual and also the user surrounding, often without the user consent. All of these data are personal, confidential, and sensitive, which invade user privacy and pose privacy challenges such as surveillance. And one of the most attacked, the attacker use it is a pushing attack to allow for significant privacy breach. And there are a variety of techniques that fall under the umbrella of phishing. There are a couple of different ways to break attacks down into a category. In general, a phishing tries to get the victim to do one of two things. The first one is download malware or hand over sensitive information, which we will focus in our project. And it is aimed to trick the user into revealing important data, often a username and password that the attacker can use to breach a system or account. The classic version of this scam involves sending out an email to look like a message from, let's say, for example, a health or exercise website to the user to get you the user that gets used to enter for this in this website, and the victim will click on the link in the message, and it's is taking to a malicious site designed to resemble this web page, and then hopefully enter their username and password, and the attacker can now access to the victim device or account. Thank you.